type of things that she write or say to you over the years?
I think in general, it's just her condescending attitude. Because the Clintons, no matter what, they are a machine. They made they're not a couple. When he was running for office, he said, we are in a partnership. All it is a money machine. It has been that way since day one, and it's still that way 30 years later.
Well, I've talked to Secret Service agents on off the record, and they say it's like she doesn't have a real personality. There's either this fake one that's very charming or this crazy, hateful one. But I've talked to other military people, and I brought up the Secret Service and said, how do you know that? And they didn't want me to even go there because it sounds so nuts. They think they'll be discrediting, but I'll just say it. They say Hillary almost like switches off. She'll go, I'm going to rest now, and just go... And
it was almost like, don't forget you're working for the Clintons. That type of an attitude. No matter what, no matter where, it was always about the Clintons. And like I said in Tom Barley's interview, they just for an example, they bought that house when they left the government in Chappaqua. They have a Secret Service booth. They are billing the U.S. government rent for that Secret Service booth, which in turn is paying for their mortgage. The same thing with her large home in Washington, D.C. We, as the government, are paying for their mortgages.
Now, specifically,
the Clinton Initiative, which is...
Tracy Martin, executive chef, when they traveled for many years, were there ever any other cases where she verbally said, go tell that N-word to do this or that? Because you were saying many times she would write it. Was it many times writing it and just once verbally, or were there ever any other racial slurs you heard her say?
I think verbally, like with Hispanics, with anybody, it's just, they are so, that sense of self-entitlement is so far above everybody else.
So that's what the Secret Service said. They said it almost wasn't even like it was a race. It was just this arrogance to attack everyone, and I'm better than everybody, and use whatever pejorative there is. That's what I've been getting. So
absolutely, 100%. It's they are above everybody, and they have that so ingrained in themselves that they really believe that.
Wow. What did she say about Hispanics?
Well, I just think it's not just necessarily Hispanics or African Americans, American Indians. It could be anybody.
No, I understand. She attacked everybody by whatever their bad handle was, but what did she say about Hispanics?
Well, to me directly, I've not heard her, but I've heard people that have heard her say, about Hispanics, about the way they, their funny accents and the way they talk, or can't they get this right, or whatever. Everything is at their convenience.
So just an elitism that's those dumbass Hispanics. Just, yeah. It was more just of an elitism, like they weren't confident, is what you're saying?